Hey everyone, ready to dive into something most homeowners face at some point? Selling your home. And probably you, like everyone else, want to do it fast and for top dollar, right?
Absolutely. Who doesn't? We've got two awesome sources to guide us on this journey.
Oh yeah, lay it on me.
Okay, so first, we've got 6 best-kept secrets to sell your home faster. Straight from a realtor who's seen it all.
Love those insider tips. What's the second one?
All right, the second one is all about renovations. Top 10 renovation ideas to boost your home's value from, well, a home renovation company.
Okay, so we've got the quick fixes and the big ticket items covered. Sweet, let's break it all down and see how we can make your home irresistible to buyers. Where do we even begin?
Well, funny enough, both sources start at the same place, curb appeal. That first impression when a buyer rolls up, it's huge.
It's so true. A nice lawn, maybe a pop of color with some flowers, and fixing that wonky step can really set the tone right.
Yeah, exactly. But the renovation company takes it up a notch. They're talking fresh paint, a snazzy new front door, even some landscaping and outdoor lighting to really make it pop.
Okay, so we're going beyond just tidying up. It's like setting the stage, making buyers feel something before they even step inside. I can dig it.
It's all about psychology. That well-kept lawn subconsciously tells buyers this house has been loved, boosting its value in their minds right away.
Clever. And that fresh paint, new door.
Hmm.
What were they saying about that?
Well, they say it shouts move in ready.
Right.
Buyers don't want to see a to-do list before they even walk in.
Right. You're easing their worries, painting a picture of easy living. I like the strategy. But let's say they make it past the awesome curb appeal. What happens when they step inside?
Presentation is key. Our realtor friend really hammers this home, literally. Staging, that's the magic word.
Staging. Remind me, what's that all about again?
Think about it. Arranging your furniture just right, clearing the clutter so everything feels open and airy, and, depersonalizing a bit. It's got to be a blank canvas.
Oh, right. So buyers can imagine themselves living there. Or that collection of ceramic frogs I've got going on.
Exactly. It's about that clean, welcoming vibe. Anyone can see themselves fitting right in. But, the renovation company, they have a different spin on this whole less is more thing.
Oh, do tell. What do they suggest?
Modernization. Outdated stuff can really drag a house down, especially in a hot market where buyers have options. They say tackle those old fixtures, worn out cabinets, anything scheming last decade.
So it's a balancing act.
Yeah.
A blank canvas, yeah, but also updated and fresh, feeling current. I guess it all comes down to knowing who you're trying to attract. Speaking of knowing your buyer, both sources call out the kitchen and bathroom as total deal breakers.
And they're spot on. Buyers get super picky about those rooms. They're picturing themselves making dinner, getting ready in the morning.
Makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
And our renovation company buddies, they put these rooms right at the top of their boost your value list. New counters, appliances, cabinets, maybe even one of those fancy walk-in showers. Sounds amazing, but pricey.
It can be, yeah. But think ROI, return on investment. People are willing to pay more for a kitchen or bathroom that's ready to go.
True. Gotta think long-term, right? But what about folks who aren't, swimming in cash for a full reno? Any tips for them?
Of course. You don't always need to gut the whole thing. A fresh coat of paint, new hardware, maybe some cool light fixtures or mirrors. Even those can make a big difference.
So even without dropping a fortune, you can still make it shine. It's all about working smart, not just spending big. Now, this is a question that popped into my mind. Where does all this tech everyone's crazy about fit in, for selling a house?
Definitely a hot topic these days. And this is interesting. Our source is kind of split here. The realtor, all about tech for marketing. Think high-quality photos, those virtual tours, online listings, social media, the whole 9 yards. They say it's a must in today's market.
Yeah, makes sense. Everyone's online, scrolling through listings, got to grab their attention with those gorgeous photos and easy tours. Smart move. But the renovation company, they're talking about a different kind of tech, right?
You got it. They're all about those energy-efficient upgrades. New windows, better insulation, maybe a smart thermostat, even solar panels.
Whoa, solar panels, that's next level.
Yeah,
But I bet it appeals to a lot of buyers nowadays. Everyone's thinking about saving energy and being eco-friendly.
for sure. These upgrades, they hit all the right notes. Cost savings, convenience, being green. It's a big selling point for many.
Right. It's more than just looks nowadays. It's about lifestyle efficiency and staying current with, well, everything. But speaking of all this tech, it makes me wonder, where do those fancy smart home features fit in? Security cameras, doorbell cameras, all that jazz. Are those worth considering?
Ooh, that's a great question and definitely something to dive into. It seems like those features are becoming more popular, offering that sense of security and control people are looking for.
Yeah, and I think it goes beyond just convenience, too. It's almost like people want that feeling of having their finger on the pulse of their home, you know?
Right, right. It's peace of mind, too, knowing everything's secure even when you're not there. But, like, are they becoming standard? Or are they still a bonus in the eyes of buyers?
Hmm. That's a good question. I think they're definitely moving more towards mainstream. Like, you see them everywhere now. It's that desire for control and convenience I was talking about. Imagine controlling your thermostat, lights, even your front door lock, all from your phone.
Yeah, that's pretty slick. Especially if you're, like, always on the go or just forgetful. I know I am. But
Yeah.
doesn't it feel a little big brothery sometimes? All those cameras watching? I don't know. I wonder if it creeps some buyers out. That's a valid point. For some people, it's a privacy thing. Others see it as safety first.
Yeah.
It's definitely something to think about carefully based on, who you think your typical buyer is.
Right, right. Good point. So we've covered curb appeal, how to make the inside look amazing, kitchens and bathrooms, and now all the tech stuff for marketing A&D inside the house. What else is there to think about?
Well, both our sources talk a lot about space and flow. The renovation company folks, they suggest open floor plans, maybe finishing a basement, even adding some outdoor living space.
Open floor plans, yeah, those are super popular now. It just makes everything feel bigger, brighter, great for having people over. But finishing a basement, that's a whole project, isn't it? Is it always worth it, you think?
That's the question, isn't it? Basements are tricky sometimes. You got to think about natural light, ceiling height, and any potential moisture issues down there. But if it's done right, a finished basement adds so much living space. Buyers love that, especially families.
Yeah, makes sense. More space is almost always a good thing. And what about outdoor living? I love the idea of like extending your house into the backyard. But realistically, how much would you even use it, depending on where you live?
Exactly. Got to be practical, right? An outdoor kitchen sounds awesome, but if you only have like 2 months of good weather, maybe not the best investment.
Right, right. It's about picking those upgrades that make sense for your home, your lifestyle, and who you think is going to buy it. Not everything works for everyone. You got to be strategic about those renovations.
Absolutely. And talking about strategic, we can't forget the most important part of selling a home, pricing it right. Our realtor source, they can't stress enough how important it is to be competitive based on good market research. They really recommend working with an agent who knows the area, someone who can help find that sweet spot.
Yeah, you don't want to scare buyers away by being too high, but you also don't want to leave money on the table. I guess that's where a good agent really earns their commission. But how do all these renovations we talked about factor into the pricing?
That's the $1 million question. Remember, all these upgrades, they're not just about making your house pretty. They add real value, and that justifies asking for more.
So you're saying when you're planning renovations, think of them like investments. Which ones will make buyers want to pay more?
Exactly. Prioritize the projects that make your home stand out. Kitchen and bathroom remodels, energy efficiency, creating that open, inviting flow that buyers are looking for these days. And don't forget those smaller updates we talked about: fresh paint, new hardware, lighting.
Even the little things can make a difference in how buyers see the value, huh? It's about getting the most bang for your buck, right? Making it look great without breaking the bank. After all, you want to come out of this feeling good, both emotionally and financially.
Couldn't agree more. Now, we've covered so much, making the outside look amazing, renovations inside, pricing it right. But there's one last piece of the puzzle we can't ignore, and both our sources actually touch on this. It's what makes a house a home, really.
Ooh, okay, now I'm really curious. What is it? The secret ingredient to selling your home. Spill the beans. What's the secret ingredient we got to add?
Well, it's about that emotional connection, that feeling of home that goes beyond just square footage and fancy appliances.
Oh, yeah, I get it. It's that thing that makes a buyer feel like they belong there. Like it's not just a house, it's somewhere they can really, build a life.
Exactly. And both sources talk about showing off those little things that make your house special.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Okay, so think about it. Maybe there's a cozy little reading nook by a window, or a hand-painted mural in a kid's room,
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, or even like some cool vintage furniture that has a story behind it, passed down through the family. It's those details, these personal touches that make it feel like a home, not just a house.
It's like you're giving buyers a peek into the life that's been lived there. It's storytelling. I bet that's super powerful, especially when so many houses just start to look the same after a while?
Oh, absolutely. Buyers see so many listings, but it's those unique things, those little personal touches that stick with them.
So it's not just about showing off the house itself, it's about showing off the life that someone could live there,
Yeah.
helping them imagine themselves making memories in that space.
You nailed it. Think about it this way. You're not selling a property. You're selling a feeling, a possibility. And that's what really connects with buyers.
Love that. Okay, so for all our listeners out there getting ready to sell, take a minute to think about what makes your home special. What are its stories? What experiences can you share that'll help buyers fall in love with it?
And don't be afraid to let a bit of your personality peek through. In a world full of cookie cutter houses, it's those homes with character that really stand out from the crowd.
So true. It's about finding that buyer who will appreciate and love those things as much as you have. It's more than just a sale. It's about passing on a little piece of your life, your memories in that house.
Beautifully said. So, as we wrap up this deep dive, remember that selling your home can be a great experience. Embrace what makes your home unique, tell its story, and trust that the right buyer is out there.
We hope this deep dive has given you the tools and inspiration to tackle selling your home with confidence, and get those amazing results you're looking for. Good luck, everyone.